Dyslexia and ADHD. Which is it, or is it both? ADHD and dyslexia can coexist. Although one disorder doesn't cause the other, people who have one often have both. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, almost 50% trusted source of children diagnosed with ADHD also have a learning disorder such as dyslexia. In fact, their symptoms at times can be similar, making it hard to figure out what's causing the behavior you're seeing. According to the International Dyslexia Association, ADHD and dyslexia can both cause people to be disfluent readers. They leave out parts of what they are reading. They get tired, frustrated, and distracted when they try to read. They may even act out or refuse to read. ADHD and dyslexia both make it hard for people to understand what they have read, despite the fact that they are quite intelligent and often very verbal. When they write, their handwriting may be messy, and there are often problems with spelling. All of this can mean they struggle to live up to their academic or professional potential, and that sometimes leads to anxiety, lower self-esteem, and depression. But while symptoms of ADHD and dyslexia overlap, the two conditions are different. They are diagnosed and treated differently, so it's important to understand each one separately. Dyslexia is a reading disorder that varies in different people. If you have dyslexia, you might have trouble pronouncing words when you see them in writing, even if you use the word in your everyday speech. That might be because your brain has trouble linking sounds to the letters on the page, something called phonemic awareness. You might also have trouble recognizing or decoding whole words. Researchers are learning more about how the brain processes written language, but the causes of dyslexia are not yet known. What is known is that reading requires several areas of the brain to work together. In people without dyslexia, certain brain regions activate and interact when they are reading. People with dyslexia activate different brain areas and use different neural pathways when they are reading. What dyslexia look like in adults? Like ADHD, dyslexia is a lifelong problem. Adults with dyslexia may have gone undiagnosed at school and may ask the problem well at work, but they may still struggle with reading forms, manuals, and tests required for promotions and certifications. They might also have difficulty with planning or short-term memory. Your child has the right to an education that meets their needs. A good way to distinguish the two conditions is to remember that dyslexia problems occur mostly during reading and writing activities, whereas ADHD symptoms appear in many settings and are more behavioral in nature.